Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 17 of my randomized Pokemon Black playthrough. We're just gonna jump right into the story this time. So, Getsis has come to pick up the members of Team Plasma that have been captured. Basically just shows up and threatens Clay, and that's pretty much it. He's just like, oh, take him and get. Yep, and they need to, they just chat and then they just F off. Why don't we cheer ourselves up with a Pokemon battle, you know? And Cheren's like, oh, well, we avoided a fight in the middle of the city, but I don't want to lose, so I'm gonna go train. Goodbye. Alright, see you later, Cheren. I'm off to take on the gym. Got a nice fresh water from the gym guy. And he tries to tell us that they use ground-type Pokemon and they're weak against water, but unfortunately this is a randomizer, so I'm sorry, gym guy. Your advice does not help me this day. And here we go. First battle of the gym, at least. We are challenged by Worker Felix, and he sends out a spiel. Which really shouldn't be too much of a problem. We've got Shadow Fox in the lead. Shadow Fox does pretty okay with a Psyshock, but he's also kind of weak as shit, so it really doesn't do very much. So this calls for a swap into Tidal Wave. Spheal uses Icy Wind, and that it's gonna lower Tidal Wave's speed, but it doesn't matter because he's already slow anyway, and he's intended to be slow. Because Tidal Wave's got that bulk and that special attack, and the move Techno Blast, which destroys anything in his path. I'll send in Pawniard, so that's a swap into Blaze. Get that fire typing going against the steel. I mean, haha, this is a ground type gym. It's, you know, Pawniard's clearly a ground type Pokemon, so is Spheal. You know, everyone uses ground type Pokemon here. The ground gym. Gym leader's name is Clay, you know. Of course he uses ground type Pokemon. We beat up Worker Felix's team and get a bit of cash. Well, it's time to move on. Here's round 2. Workerdown's got a Hitmonchan. That's extremely bad news for Shadow Fox. Seems like swapping into Trap. Just play here, get that Psychic typing. Even, yeah, low sweep is resisted, and one speed drop is fine. Leech Seeds, an annoyance. An extra sensory doesn't take it out, which kinda sucks. But he just goes for another low sweep. So a second extra sensory is plenty. Nice easy victory over Worker Dawn. And then we are on to our next challenge. We've got Clerk Isaac. It's like thrown out a Purple Pass at us. Which, yeah, there's no way Shadow Fox can even put a dent in that. So that's gonna be a swap moment. I think it's Purple Pass is Rock Steel if I remember correctly. So Tidal Wave should be fine. Yep. No problem with a simple water pledge, and it's down. Tidal Wave with the clutch. Butterfree should be no problem whatsoever, because Tidal Wave has ancient power. There it is. And the one shot. Tidal Wave makes it to level 30. Things are looking up. We're doing pretty good. Metagross, that's definitely gonna be perhaps, well, I'm actually gonna send Shadow Fox in to not really do anything to it. Blaze would have been the better choice, but this is unfortunately the decision that I made. And so, Shadow Fox gets fucking one-shot by Iron Tail. Because he's too weak. He's a weak little babby. Now Blaze is sent in for real to clean up the mess. If you're wondering why I didn't just send Blaze in to begin with, to spare Shadow Fox the pain, the answer is just that I was stupid and greedy. I wanted to get Shadow Fox that XP, and hindsight is 20/20. So, sometimes that's just how it is. So, it's now time to take a quick trip to the Pokemon Center and just come right on back. Right on back to the next level, and this should be the next trainer here. Yep, here we go. When the elevator goes up, my spirits rise. When the elevator goes down, my spirits fall. Gligar. It's probably gonna fall onto Tidal Wave, more than likely, but Shadow Fox is gonna give it a good try. There's the swap. Finally realized that Swift was not going to do much of anything. Although Drill Peck, that's going to be nasty. Because it crits. So Tidal Wave's gonna... ideally, fucking Water Pledge the shit out of this asshole. But unfortunately, Mud Bomb means that we miss. And then Tidal Wave gets bulldozed to be even slower, and followed by another miss of Water Pledge. At this point, like, that's genuinely just annoying as shit. So I'm thinking, well, you know, Marin might be able to take Vigar because it's a ground type. But I do know that it has Drill Peck, but since I predicted it using a ground move, the only issue is that it, unfortunately, did decide to use Drill Peck at this moment. And so that kind of screws Marin over. So Tidal Wave comes back in without all the stat reduction BS. So we gotta throw a super potion onto Tidal Wave. Heal up 60 HP. Only to get bulldozed again. So this is where Tidal Wave tries for another Water Pledge. And actually freaking lands the hit this time. That Gligar is down at long last. That was way too annoying. And for Sock, I think, yeah, Trap should be able to handle that fine. Got that Psychic typing to resist any fighting type moves. And to also add stab to his psychic attacks, such as Extra Sentry. Which might not be enough to, yep, just barely not enough to one-shot, which is frustrating. And because he got off a Screech, so I was feeling bit intimidated. I didn't really want to deal with trap fainting. But it turns out that he just uses Screech again, which is incredibly dumb. But it did give me a free switch in. And Blaze can take out that Sock with a Retaliate. Trap gets a level. And Worker Sterling is down. Now it's about time for another quick heal up, and then we are back once again. Trying to figure out where to go from here, it seems like, and then hit the down button, and then a simple going up again. Does not do the trick. That is not the correct way to go. Unfortunately. So we gotta go down again. And I'm just wondering if there's any other trainers to fight in this gym. It doesn't seem like there are. We're not seeing any. But oh wait, there's this chick up here. Nearly forgot about her. Wants to test us to see if we're skilled enough to fight the gym leader. Clerk Katie. Sounds out Scorpy. Still a really bad matchup for Shadowpox. Because that is a bug type. Never mind the fact that it's super effective against Shadowpox, but he also can't do anything against it. So it's time for Blaze to come out once again. Nothing like a Reshiram to carry you through the run. Unfortunately, Blaze misses the first blue flare and gets a little bit stumped, but one more should do the trick. It's like 80s, what is it, like, it's an 80 something % accuracy, like I think it's 85 or so. So it's not too bad, especially for being the team's only fire type move. But Clerk Katie luckily only had the one Pokemon. So I'm not sure how exactly that was supposed to be a skill test. But, you know, she thought it was. Now, unfortunately, it looks like all that's left here is to fight the gym leader. But I think I'm not quite ready for that just yet. Because with Shadow Fox being as weak as he is, I think it would be appropriate to get him that last little bit up to level 30. So we leave the gym, and we've gone all the way back to the cold storage, grinding on a few wild Pokemon, and then here is a trainer. So Shadow Fox should be able to handle the Satu no problem. It is a psychic type, so Bite mostly does the trick, and luckily Psy Strike doesn't affect us because Shadow Fox is dark, and the enemy doesn't know that because he's disguised as Bissien. And there we have it. Shadow Fox finally hits level 30. And here's his evolution. He's finally graduating from being a little Bobby. And he's gonna grow up. So he's finally become Zoroark. Hopefully now his hits will actually pack somewhat of a punch. And he wants to learn Night Slash, which I think is pretty cool. So that's easily a better move than Bite. And so we just run right back to the gym. Now we're finally ready to take on Clay for real this time. With Shadow Fox's evolution, I'm feeling slightly more confident, though ultimately it doesn't actually matter because he does get swapped out of the front. But it still helps to get a little bit more XP in for my team. So, thinking that, you know, maybe there'll actually be some ground types, I do end up leading with Cheren. And thankfully, it pays off, as Clay does actually lead with a Drill Burr. So one quick Petal Dance, and that's gone down. And then Cheren is free to switch out, as Dodrio comes in next. So I think Tidal Wave is probably a better call than Trap, but Trap does have Volt Switch and Reflect as well, so we're gonna try and set up a Reflect. Luckily it does not one-shot, because that would really suck. And then should be able to tank enough for a Volt Switch, just barely. It doesn't take Dodrio out, unfortunately. So then Tidal Wave is actually the choice. Tidal Wave comes in to take care of business. One little snarl, and Dodrio goes down. And Deerling is gonna be a switch back into Marin. Take care of that. Since she's got her bug type moves as well, Deerling is no problem. Giving up's the easy way out. Yep, you said it, Clay. One attack order is all it takes, and then the 5th badge is ours. It's like, oh, I see that you're strong, but I don't like it, so I'm gonna give you this really weird shaped badge. It's probably the most bizarre shape out of all the Unova badges. But we take it, because a badge is a badge, and that puts us over the halfway point. So, that about does it for this episode, and I will see you guys all next time. I hope you enjoyed it, so make sure to leave a like if you did.